Welcome again to this channel, The Food Pond. I still remain your host, Dr. Okunlola. I still await feedback, comments, even from the last episode where we had discussion on a particular micronutrient, and that is zinc, the benefits of zinc. So if you're just joining us for the first time on this channel, please subscribe, comment, like, share on all your social media platforms. Knowledge is wealth. What do we have for ourselves today? On today's episode, we'll be here to shout, to celebrate ourselves on the recent victory for the consumers as pertains to a particular food additive, this time around food color. What is that food color? What is the controversy surrounding it? And the latest or the breaking news is the ban by the Food and Drug Administration of the United States. What is that food color? The food color is F, D, and C, red dye number 3. But in other climes, in other nations, generally it is referred to as erythrosine. When you pick any product, you find on that product E127, and in some other places you find INS127. Any product with those letters and the number, you know what is being referred to is erythrosine, or FD and C, red dye number 3. The US has just banned this dye in food, in cosmetics, and in pharmaceutics. WHO, in conjunction with Codex, allows the consumption of this particular food color to the level of 0.1 milligrams per kg per body weight. In other words, if you're about 70 kg, that is to be your weight, you can consume as much as 7 milligrams per day. Codex allows inclusion of these food colors in some categories of food. Not every food that you can add these food colors to. This food color could be added to fermented fruits and vegetables. It could be added to candies. It could be added to your fermented roots and tubers. It could be added to legumes and pulses. It could also be added to aloe vera, and also seaweed product mentioned at 30 milligrams per kg. It is also allowed in your decorations when people eat cakes up to 100 milligrams per kg. Allowed in meat and poultry. The level allowed is also 30 milligrams per kg. Another set of products that you could add this erythrosine to are sauces, or what you call non-emulsified sauces, like your ketchup, like your cheese sauce, like your creamy sauces, to a level of 50 milligrams per kg. This particular food color is not allowed in fermented soya bean products. In Europe, it is allowed in bigarris cherries, it is allowed in cherries, and it is also allowed in cocktails. This particular food color is allowed by the World Governing Body for anything that has to do with food. WHO has not raised any issue. Codex Alimentarius has not raised any issue about this food color. Controversy has been on this particular food color. I personally, because of the interest, as far back as 2020, I've raised concern on this particular food color in a particular product, even here in Nigeria. By 2011, the European Food Safety Authority, that is in Europe, the body in charge of anything that has to do with food, they had to request for re-evaluation to say also Another body I've mentioned in some of my past episodes, that is a JECFA. We call it Joint Expert Commission on Food Additives. They make their submissions to WHO, to Codex on issues like this. They had to come up with their own research too. It was submitted that the food color using rats for the experiment at a level of 200 milligrams per kg resulted in cancer in male rats, and not only that, there was a negative effect on the thyroid. And I said something on thyroid in my last episode, so you can refer to if you want to know more about what is the function of thyroid. In Europe, it was reported that adults could still consume up to 0.0031 milligrams per kg body weight to 0.01 milligrams per kg body weight per day. The results also show that you could find this, let me use the word leftover, in our blood. And this experiment was just within a period of 14 days. They also concluded that at that very low level, it doesn't affect, in human being, it doesn't affect the thyroid gland, nor the thyroid functions. So, if that is the case, then what is the hula baloo about? For those that are for the continuous use of this food color, they proved that, okay, the experiment was just carried out within 14 days, and that the circulation in the blood within a very short period is an indication that it is not absorbed through the GIT, through our gastrointestinal tract, that is through the intestine, like what we had with some of those micronutrients that we discussed in the past. That it is not so. Not only that, the experiment revealed that even when injected, we easily expel it through feces and a little from the urine. So they try to say that this does not really stay even in the body. Another justification that they gave has to do with the fact that the particular level used in the animal experiment was beyond what, as human beings, what we consume. And moreover, that in adults, we don't consume cocktail where it is used is not really so common. It's not all the time. It's not everyday eating or everyday consumption. Then why did the US ban it? In 2022, a petition was received, and that petition based their claim on a particular clause that is called the Delaney Clause in the Food, Drug and Cosmetic Act of the FDA. The clause says, if any food ingredients in pharmaceutics or anything that you have to consume in cosmetics is found to cause neurological, toxicological, or any negative effects in animal, such should be prohibited. It is only on that clause that FDA had to take this step that was taken on the 15th of January 2025. Because every experiment carried out, all the literature review, everything that has to be done has shown that this could cause cancer. It shows the power of the consumer. If you see something, say something. As you are informed, inform others. We could be the watchdog, even for the competent authority, for regulatory bodies, even in our various nations. And you may wonder, based on why this food colors is allowed generally is on the level of consumption. But personally, I want to wonder, this food color is allowed in chewing gum, and the level that is allowed in chewing gum is 50 milligrams per kg. So imagine, some of us, we eat chewing gum every day. So you want to look at to what level are people really consuming this particular food color. But I think this could be an eye-opener. More countries may likely toe the path of United States of America. Let our take-home be, though the world body allows the use of this in some selected food products, but the question is, as of today, can we really ascertain the level of consumption, especially for countries where they cannot really carry out the assessment on the level of consumption? Whenever you are buying any product, look for this number, either INS 127 or E127. The United States of America has given a moratorium period for this ingredient in food to be till January 18, 2027, and in medicine or pharmaceutics or in cosmetics till February 18, 2028. Don't forget to please share, comment, subscribe to this YouTube channel. I await your experiences on issues that we discuss on this channel. Looking forward to see you on the next episode. Thank you. Don't forget, knowledge is wealth. And if you see something, please say something. Thank you and bye.